Nope. Nope.
How the US military eliminated a ton of Russian troops and why Russia never retaliated is not what you think. Syria in the 2010s was a complicated place after American and Russian troops were deployed there to support their respective sides. A deconfliction communication line was formed so the two sides could avoid misunderstandings that could lead to escalation. But that kinda failed. In February of 2018, 400 to 500 pro-Syrian sources rolled into the town of Hasham with support of tanks. The US troops requested backup and airstrikes, but the US High Command first contacted the Russians to ensure no Russians were part of that group just in case, and the Russians confirmed they had no involvement there. So the US promptly laid down a hell barrage of fire support using attack helicopters, bombers, and rocket artillery, completely disseminating those forces. But later it turned out that there in fact temporarily hired Russian troops within that force, provided by the Russian paramilitary organization, the Wagner Group. How the US military...
Welcome back.
When the first vehicle...
Convincing
Now,
in this case was clearly enough to convince paying customers that this DSV was as safe as you might have perceived my titanium carbide blow-up preventers were. And I would like to point out the reporter's not at fault here. A classic case study for risk miscommunication would be the Challenger shuttle disaster. I won't go into detail here, but the widely quoted figure is that senior management believed the failure rate was about 1 in 10,000, while most of the engineering team believed it was around 1 in 100, which actually turned out to be the true failure rate. One of the many reasons for certification of life-critical systems is to remove the potential for this disparity. We need a third party of experts with no stake in the actual operation.
The whole is sold.
From this point on, we'll discuss technical aspects with which I have personal experience. Stockton stated in an interview that while some aspects may look improvised, the pressure vessel is solid. We'll come back to the first half of that statement later, but I have significant doubts that the pressure vessel...
So wala siyang ballast tanks or ano, or submerging. Huh. Wala siyang ballast tanks.
was suitable for this application. It's important to appreciate that for atmospheric diving, there's no wiggle room in pressure vessels. They either fail or they do not. There's no such thing as a slow leak in a DSV. This DSV consisted of a carbon fibre composite tube with 2 hemispherical titanium end caps, one of which contained a viewport. There are reports that this viewport was only certified to 1,300 metres of depth, with the DSV regularly diving to 4,000. This particular point is so egregious I'm not going to go into it here. If this actually turns out to be the case, we could almost stop the video right now. No domain knowledge required. But let's just assume that those admittedly pretty credible reports are erroneous. I'd like to talk about carbon fibre composite. Most pressure vessels I've worked with, and most pressure vessels in the world, are metal, usually steel. Steel and titanium is ideally homogeneous and isotropic if manufactured correctly. That means it's consistent throughout and has equal strength in all directions. It means if we can adequately test the quality of the material, we can be confident when and how it'll fail under pressure. Here's a typical failure curve for steel, though titanium behaves quite similarly. Stress, think of it as force applied, is on this axis, and strain, think of elongation, is on this axis. This section is the elastic deformation regime. If we limit the stress to this section only, the material will recover and not fail. For a metal pressure vessel, we can always ensure we remain in this elastic deformation section by doing the following. We test our pressure vessel to some pressure above the design limit but below this yield point. We physically inspect the material. Metal vessel's ultrasound inspection can reliably detect defects which could cause a premature failure. Monitoring the strain on the vessel using strain gauges or other means. This isn't always necessary, but it's easy and
What's bad
sometimes
idea?
appropriate, considering that the strain in that vessel is proportional to the stress.
Kunin mo to!
Crucially, repeated stress cycles can introduce defects, so we must test with the necessary regularity. I do have to admit I'm apprehensive at the concept of a carbon fibre compressive pressure vessel. Carbon fibre composite consists of woven fibres bonded by epoxy. It's very difficult word to say, inhomogeneous, and therefore much more difficult to inspect, and subject to more numerous failure modes.
Maganda agad.
OceanGate's defence was that they had an acoustic and strain monitoring system in place on the hull. I remain far from convinced here. As we discussed, strain monitoring is of little use if we don't know the ultimate stress of the material. We can only really confidently know that what the ultimate stress is if we know the material is free of significant defects. Stockton stated it's impossible to test for such defects. Now, my knowledge of carbon fibre composite is quite limited for this application, but that statement is untrue. Here is a testing service offered for bikes, and I'm not here to disparage bikes. A front fork failure on a mountain bike could absolutely be fatal. X-ray testing seems to be the gold standard. If no suitable test rig was available, the only viable approach in OceanGate's case would be to commission one. If that was not possible, carbon fibre composite is not an ideal material and we don't use it. I'm not saying a carbon fibre composite DSV is not possible safely, but I'm confident a significant amount of effort is required to ascertain the integrity of such a vessel. I see little evidence that OceanGate made this effort. To understand whether a construction is safe would require extensive knowledge of failure modes, test regimes and fatigue effects. This would be at least a PhD level of knowledge. This is another reason certification exists. It's not just a catch-all excuse. It ensures a trusted third party with that knowledge has applied it. Perhaps of even more concern to me is the interface between the carbon fibre composite and the titanium end caps. Interfacing different materials is always a challenge. Every other DSV in existence has a pressure vessel consisting of a metal sphere which does have viewports. OceanGate posted this video that shows the titanium sealing rings being installed onto the carbon fibre composite with epoxy resin. As far as I'm aware, this is probably the only viable option to do so, but I'm far from convinced it's suitable for the following reasons. I'm assuming this resin has some suitable level of compliance. Regardless, it's subject to differential strain between the two materials. This is likely to introduce cracks or defects. Not necessarily a critical issue if properly identified and managed. But I see no evidence of inspection of this interface, for example by X-rays. Stockton has previously quoted that is impossible. A visual inspection is clearly impossible, and I absolutely would not trust my life to an uninspectable seal. An uninspectable seal. For such a critical installation, I'd expect a dust-free environment, maybe even temperature-controlled, with stringent handling procedures and a vacuum degasser for the resin. I see none of that in this video. It was performed in an open warehouse. Stockton has clearly stated his philosophy of, as long as the pressure vessel is secure and we can ascend, we are safe. Both of these points may be true. We've just covered as long as the pressure vessel is secure. But I think a lot of observers don't realise how many conditions as long as we can ascend depends on. To understand this, I'd like to briefly discuss an incident I was involved in. A few years ago, during a scuba dive, I had an uncontrolled ascent to surface. It was from 18 metres depth, where I was extremely unlikely to have suffered any serious injury, but I beat myself up over it for a long time afterwards. That is because I made a seemingly unrelated mistake that led to the incident.
A touch of venom.
When buying my gear, I went with an expensive regulator, dry suit, and BCD, that's buoyancy control device.
Yes.
My thinking was that these elements were my direct life support, and I wanted to minimise the chance of them failing.
Agitation.
While I was only qualified to dive shallow depths, I decided to cheap out on my fins. After all, they're just fins. I can't get hurt if they don't perform well, right? They'd just be an inconvenience. It turned out that on me, the fins were very slightly positively buoyant. They floated ever so slightly. It was irritating, but not a huge deal. I decided I'd get some better ones soon. In the meantime, I went on a training dive. During that dive, while my buddy was deploying a surface float, my cheap fins started pulling my feet up in the current. Not a huge deal. As I sort of struggled to get my feet back down, my buddy grabbed me to give me a hand. He accidentally grabbed my integrated weights, which is also another non-standard setup, by the way. My weights came out in his hand and I shot up to the surface. Both of us were fine due to a combination of good training and action from the rest of the team. Neither of us had any injuries whatsoever. But my non-safety critical fins, in inverted commas, non-safety critical fins, had directly caused a serious incident. The lesson here is that in a harsh environment, almost everything can become safety critical. There are a number of obvious examples on the Titan, but I want to focus on the most widely reported, the control system. First, let's look at the most direct aspect. The control unit is an off-the-shelf game controller. Even for the unmanned remote operated vehicles, ROVs, I used to work closely with, this would be completely out of the question. Some commentators have stated this is standard practice in the military. It is not. Game controllers are great for applications like drones, remote turrets, that kind of thing. I'm not aware of any example of them being used as a primary means of control or propulsion, especially for anything man-rated. I can reasonably imagine an off-the-shelf controller as a secondary that could be passed around passengers to let them have a go. Why not? That is providing you can mitigate some of the other concerns I'm about to talk about, which is more difficult than you may suspect. But as a primary means of control, absolutely not. The obvious points, such as Bluetooth connection, less reliable, can cause interference, are absolutely non-trivial here. It's easy to say, no, but control's non-life critical. We can ascend to the surface at any point. We have multiple redundancies for that. It's simply not true, especially for a wreck dive where a sudden loss of control could cause a collision. Even encountering difficulties during control of the vessel increases task loading on the operator, potentially creates a high-stress situation where mistakes are made. That's just the direct effects of a non-suitable control interface. Let's discuss some indirect effects. So I'll give oil platforms as an example. Everything that goes outside of the accommodation module must be fire rated. That means it's certified not to create sparks or fire. For an enclosed DSV, we'd expect similar, if not even more stringent requirements. Logitech game controllers most certainly do not have such a certification. Neither do lights from Camping World or LED power indicators from an electronics hobby store. And I doubt, and now admittedly this is speculation, the monitors and other electronics we see on the vessel are similarly rated. Electronics failing and giving off smoke may seem unlikely, but the stakes are so high, especially when they're used out of specification, as here, that the thought of riding a sealed vessel with any non-negligible risk of fire really does, and excuse the change of tone here, freak me out more than anything else I've discussed here. There are no person restraints. The occupants sat bare feet on the flat floor. This has two major issues. This opens up the possibility of disorientation for the pilot. It's a common issue in aviation. I'd expect him to have a fixed frame of reference relative to the rest of the craft, which is achieved by a decent seat and restraints. Secondly, general safety. Even a relatively trivial scenario of the craft surfacing in heavy sea would turn unpleasant at best with no restraints. At worst, it's not difficult to imagine occupants being seriously or fatally injured, particularly in an uncontrolled ascent or if the pilot loses the ability to steer the vessel. I'd also like to point out that the BBC documentary linked below recorded an incident in 2022 where the vessel reached the seabed only to realise one of the thrusters was installed backwards. And when I say reach the seabed, I mean the 4 kilometres down seabed of the Titanic. I'm not sure I really need to comment further on this, but I will say for an ROV that would be an instant abort and calmly return to surface. ROVs are expensive, but still remember they're still unmanned. They did not return to surface. They remapped the controls via text instructions from the surface and carried on. I will admit, they were only able to remap the controls because they were using a video game controller, so it is an unexpected benefit. but it's kind of a moot point when any rational engineer would have identified the problem before diving, perhaps during some control checks near the surface, and cut the dive short. For any programmers out there, they push their code into prod in the most high-risk way possible. For more info on non-certified ancillary equipment, I recommend looking at the Kaprung disaster, where a store-bought electronics heater caused a fatal fire in a train in a tunnel leading to 155 deaths. The death of the diver Dave Shaw also shares similar aspects, but that is a particularly upsetting story. All the following points don't really fit into a category of their own. Some have been misreported, so I'd like to add some clarity. Any single one of these would be a project killer in my experience. Rushton stated he hired young designers rather than, and I quote, white guys in their 50s. He is actually a white guy in his 50s, by the way. This has been largely reported as, don't want to say the word, woke hiring. In all likelihood, it's just cost cutting. White guys in their 50s, especially for specialised applications like this, do not come cheap, and they won't hesitate to point out your shortcomings or even whistleblow, which literally happened to OceanGate in 2018. Young engineers are an order of magnitude cheaper. They often go the extra mile to achieve the end goal while being unaware of the risks. And that's not to disparage young engineers. I love the attitude of opening up the deep sea to a younger generation, but I don't honestly believe that was Stockton's intention here. The egress hatch was widely reported as being sealed and only openable from the outside, and this is absolutely true. But I've seen reports stating this is standard practice. It is not. Every
The plague on our foes.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Agitation. Ooh, not enough money. Deadly to the touch. Ooh, what a burn!
You deserved it.
Go, 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 go!
Bounty.
The other DSV I've been able to verify has a plug hatch openable from both sides. I can play devil's advocate though. There is one case where an openable hatch caused a near disaster. Apollo 1 is often quoted here, but I'd like to discuss a prior incident with Mercury Redstone 4, where the hatch was prematurely blown, leading to the loss of the craft and almost the loss of the pilot. In this case, an operator-enabled hatch actually increased the risk. And yes, I am aware of the controversy surrounding exactly what happened here, but the fact is the hatch blew off early. Now, as I am playing devil's advocate, I will say I have seen no evidence OceanGate took necessary mitigations to ensure an externally accessible hatch was actually safer, fire management, redundant breathing systems, etc. But it's always worth recognising that risks and the interplay between them are not always as glaringly obvious as we may think. By the way, Gus Grissom, who was the pilot for Mercury Redstone 4, was actually subsequently killed in the Apollo 1 fire, which was a cruel twist of fate.
Violet Vine.
Here is an unmanned ROV. Here is the Alvin DSV. Oh, Alvin. I wish I could talk about Alvin instead. Here is Titan. There are external cables everywhere. In fact, here is a clip showing what appears to be zip ties holding them in place. One of the two easily foreseeable unrecoverable scenarios for the craft is entanglement, the other being loss of hull integrity. As with some of my other points, I don't really think I need to expand any further. So I'm going to leave it here. There is much, much more I could say, and I've put some of my uncovered points on the screen, but I think I've communicated what I intended. It's alarming to see this Silicon Valley mantra of move fast and break things gradually creep into the real world. And even worse to see this philosophy imposed on participants without their knowledge. As a final thought, Stockton previously stated He was not pursuing rigorous testing and certification because, as I quote, most subsea accidents are caused by operator error. I'll leave to the viewer to theorise why, until now, subsea accidents due to mechanical failure have been so rare in recent years. Thank you.
Impaled. Not yet.
Your top tower is under attack.
Agitation.
Your top tower is under attack.
I'm not ready. Going. My loyal ward. My venom flows. Watch this spot. Yes. Ooh. Vile advance. The plague on our foes.
Dominating, I guess.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Oh man, this is totally harshing my mellow. Your bottom tower is under attack. Bottom tower go bye-bye.
Toxic combination.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mega kill.
Yes. As you say.
Arcane power.
With vim and venom.
Preparation to this.
I'm under attack. Agitation. Plague our enemies. Quickest venom. That well rewarded. Blows. Impaled. Yes. My loyal wolf. Yes. Going.
This video is brought to you by
Imagine
The Ukrainian
A touch of venom. Ooh, a touch of venom. My venom flows.
If you look long enough into the void.
am envenomed. Yes. Caustic blow. Watch this spot. Yes.
Harm unseen.
I'm under attack. You can't run from the venomous one. Vile advance. Quick as venom. As you say. Yes. Run you down. Run you down. Coin for my efforts. Agitation.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Impaled. With venom and venom.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Fear quiets magic.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Yes. Quick as venom. My venom flows. Yeah, a plague on our foes. Yes, plague our enemies. I'm not ready. A touch of venom. Not yet. Anti-venom.
I'll take you.
Like a blight, I return. With vim and venom. I'm under attack.
Your top tower is under attack.
Agitation.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Your part Our blade.
As you say. As you say.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Patay pala yung microphone. Ito ko. Ba't siya bumalik?
Those sods, we got their bum tower.
touch of
Rock on,
venom.
Tommy.
Terminator. Let's go. Take their Terminator. Yay, ako nakakuha.
Your middle tower is under attack.
With vim and venom.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Double kill. Double kill.
My venom dissipates.
That's fucking god.
Killing spree.
Just for me?
Impossible kill.
Push. Mega, go.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Die große Mannen auf dem Campus. Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah, what?
Those sods, we got their bum tower. Rock on, Tommy.
Back from the brink. Agitation.
Their bottom racks have been fired into the sun with a giant catapult.
Dominating, I guess.
The plague on our foes.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Take that, you founders!
20. He's gonna go. Is he in top?
Quick as venom. Impaled. Yes.
Bounty.
Silence. Quick as venom. It's impaled.
Not there, guys.
Venom.
A dominating performance kill.
Huh? What did you say?
My venom flows. Plague our enemies. As you say.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Care for ESC as an Echo? ESO?
A touch of venom.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Watch this.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Sweet toxin.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Agitation. Venom's vengeance.
Go rush or top lane. I don't know. Pick one. Get a tower first, and then we go rush. I'll save you.
With Venom and Venom.
Oh yeah, that top tower got boned.
Are we going? Wait, what? Which one?
Yes. You can't run from the venomous one.
Ako lang pala yung basic spell, no? Akala ko kasama din.
A touch of venom.
That's spot lane. Spot.
Bottom.
Yes. Move them off. Quick as venom.
Don't say that. You have an ES.
Impaled. Vile advance. Gold for me.
Kill the courier! Your courier is dead!
Going.
What does that mean?
With Vim.
This shirt.
and Venom. Yes. Agitation. As you say.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Plague our enemies.
Oh, flipping Nora, we got the top barracks. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Mega creeps. Oh, those guys are awesome.
My venom flows. Quick as venom.
Tumakas.
Yes.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant
Whee!
structures are fortified.
With
Boom.
Vim and Venom.
I don't know.
Wonderful. Fear quiets magic.
Killing spree. Mega kill. They're unstoppable. Double kill.
Vile advance. Yes.
The enemy's middle tower has
Plague on our
fallen.
foes.
They're unstoppable.
Wasak.
Carnage.
Impaled.
Easy as game. Kind of. Let's go.
Good guys win! Tremendous!
Galit na galit yung ano. Galit na galit yung... galit na galit ah.
Encounter.
You know, bears are masters at disguising how dangerous they really are. They're a fuzzy furball with the strength of 5 men. They've got cute little paws with pretty big claws. Plus, they've got a boopable snoot full of sharp teeth and a bite force of 800 pounds. You know, bears are...
In 21, Mia Meccano finished her shift at Arden Villas.
I've ever seen this one.
Many strange and unusual things can be found on the internet. It's a place that allows us to act and behave without any filter and often without regulation. Although most of us follow the rules, we all sometimes come across the odd troll or even experience ominous activity. One of those communities which are most expressive with questionable content is the popular anonymous forum 4chan. But when images of an undiscovered murder were uploaded alongside a full written confession, even those frequently using the sites were alarmed. And in the hours that followed, authorities would learn that these dark and twisted messages were actually true, therefore leaving a small Washington community reeling from shock. As some of you will know, coffeehouse crime is no stranger to true crime in the internet. And in fact, some of my online stories are the most requested to date. But from start to finish, this case can only be described as extremely unusual, especially when it came to what the killer left online. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, folks. My name is Adrian, and welcome back to Coffeehouse Crime. Today we're looking at the case of Amber Copeland and David Kalick. By the way, and just to let you know, that I post true crime and strange cases here weekly, so if that does sound like your kind of thing, please consider subscribing to the channel, it really does help me out. And now, with that said, please grab yourself a coffee, pull up a seat, and get ready for the deep dive. This is the case of Amber Copeland. Olympic National Park, Mount Rainier, and Seattle. Of course, I'm talking about Washington, so on that note, welcome to the Evergreen State, folks. Now, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this intriguing corner of the US. With a solid arts culture and an even stronger coffee culture, it is easy to see why this place naturally feels like home to me. In fact, coffee is so important to Seattle that there's an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to it. Studies have concluded that there are more than 84 coffee shops per 100,000 residents in Seattle, a figure that's only nationally surpassed by San Francisco at 106.
YOLO.
However, the city to claim the international title surprisingly turns out to be Melbourne at a staggering 119. And suddenly, my affinity for this Australian city makes a lot more sense. Anyway, refocusing back in on Seattle, it is almost impossible to walk past a single block without seeing at least one coffee shop. To this day, you can find more than 130 Starbucks shops existing within the city. This makes perfect sense too, considering the company was first founded here in March 1971. Flying over the waters of Puget Sound and found 18 miles west of Seattle, we find ourselves over the tiny city of Port Orchard, a beautiful waterfront community.
What the fuck was that? What was that? Was it the video? Was it a video? Fuck. Oh, I see. Nah, he'll be fine. Oh, never mind. Yes. There's a PS. This guy's fucked up. I mean, this guy's fucked. I mean. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. PMA, man. Every 14 days. I'm gonna turn back.
Dripping venom, I arrive.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah. Pound your ass. Are you a girl? Cause I would. Sorry. Then no, I'll pass. No, you're the one who mentioned it. Fuck you.
As you say.
I already implied that I am a heterosexual man.
Agitation. Going. Ooh.
30 seconds.
Where's FB? What's FB? Facebook? Oh yes.
My venom flows. Agitation.
Cruise Flies. Thanks and have fun.
First blood. With the poison twist to the fight.
We only got one out of that? What the hell, man?
Yes. Impaled.
Kaya ko tirahin dyan yung ano, yung sniper. MK nila support. Post 4?
As you
see.
say.
Unggoy.
Yes.
Manlalambot sa akin yan.
I'm ready. Ah, sweet toxicity.
Spin! 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 Oh my god, took your time.
Yes. A touch of venom.
Eh, pa umikot, no? Gago. Parasin ko to.
Quick as venom.
That's a shame. Such a shame.
My blade is swifter.
My blade is swifter.
With
Back.
vim
Uy,
and venom.
nagawa ng ano, PS.
I'm under attack. It's in my nature.
Ikot.
I'll make you pay for this touch.
Okay.
Quick as venom. Impale.
Ginagawa ng MK nyo. Tatago pa ng gano'n. So ano yung BS pag lumakas GG tayo? Ano to? Health reduction? Regen reduction pala to. Kinda useless to.
Going. you say. Yes. Run you down. Agitation. Yes.
I have no more skills, man.
Vile advance. A touch of
Wala akong
venom.
panglaban dyan. So he just... What
You
the hell?
can't run from the venomous one.
Inano niya lang ako para lang ma-divert yung attention ko. Bago ba yun? Ayos ah. Yun ang pala ginawa niya.
Vim and venom.
Wala pa akong maana. Choo! Wait. Ano ka? Dun. Dun.
Killing spree.
Venom flows.
Ownage.
You can't run from the venomous one. Ooh,
Yes.
impaled.
Oh, I missed. What the hell? How did I miss that?
A touch of venom.
Nabutan ko siya nun. Cute naman.
Going.
Ikot!
My venom flows. Quick as venom.
Thank you.
Vile advance.
Shoot! Nabutan pa ako. Water.
With vim and venom.
Pa-share nga ako niyan. Thank you.
Yes. Agitation.
May mana cost. Ay, pala itong mana cost. Cute. Ba?
Yes. Quick as venom.
Dominating, I
Run
guess.
you down.
Ownage.
Vile
Hindi ako.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call for your middle
plague on our
tower.
food.
It says it's being destroyed.
A touch of venom.
Taas ng HP niya. Ayun, taas ng movement speed niya.
Radiant's courier is dead.
What the hell? Why am I missing? What the hell's wrong with me, man?
Going.
Nangyari sa akin. Na-miss ko yung skill ko. Siguro dahil doon matatalo tayo dito. Ah, taas pala ping ko, kaya pala.
My lower wall. I'm under attack. Agitation.
Tapang.
As you say.
My thanks.
Yeah. Plague our enemies.
Pare.
Impaled.
Is this my fate?
My With
Saan ka kasama ko
Your
dito?
top tower is under attack. We're detecting high levels of subdensity, Captain.
Wala nag-TP.
Radiant structures are fortified. Oh, Radiant's courier is dead.
Wala nag-TP din. Kung 6 na ako, sana patay itong mga to.
back from the brink. Ooh, a touch of venom.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Kadumaan.
Mega kill.
Ano nangyari sa baba? Bakit nakakatay siya?
Yes. Watch this spot. My venom.
Oh my.
Well warded. Sweet toxin. Vile advance.
Nangyari.
You can't run from the venomous one.
Excuse me, sir, but it's your top tower. It says it's being destroyed.
The plague on our foes. Caustic blow.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
With vim and venom. Quick as venom. Agitation. As you say.
Killing spree.
Patay pa. The fuck? Still died?
Yes. Yes. My venom flows. Agitation. A touch of
Double kill. Killing spree.
loses an exquisite toxin.
Wait, man! Yeah.
They killed your courier!
With vim and venom.
The fuck just happened? He just...
Killing spree.
Aw.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Yari dun. Ano yung utak niya?
Vile advance. Move them off.
Level 5 pa lang to.
Plague our enemy.
Para tayo dito. Naka-comeback gold na. 500 yung gold oh.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call from your middle tower. It says it's being destroyed.
Quick as venom.
Thank you.
Not yet. Watch this spot. Yes, well warded.
A dominating performance. Double kill. Dominating, I guess. Only delays my designs.
Bobo ng buhit natin. Bobo ng buhit.
Going.
Healing word.
Yes.
Killing spree.
Won't give up.
Bobo buhit. Ayun na mo. Pala ka dyan.
My enemy succumbs. Impaled.
Bobo ng buhit.
Going. Vile advance. A plague on our foes. Agitation.
Mama din.
Killing spree.
Middle tower is under
Double
attack.
kill.
Yes. Ooh,
Ay, kita ako.
quick as venom. Yes. Plague our enemies. A touch of venom. Feed the flavor of enemies. With vim and venom. Well warded. Turn. As you say,
A dominating performance.
I'm under attack.
Invisibility.
Impaled.
Pare.
My venom flows. My loyal ward.
Ah!
The enemy's middle tower has
Courier, dali. Courier. Courier, dali. Kailangan ko ng courier.
As you say.
This is as kind a death as you could hope for, small one.
Kala mo. Kala mo, ulul.
With vim and venom.
Bisa mo naman courier.
Ooh,
Di ka nag-omni? Yup. Oh, you don't have.
envenomed. Quick as venom. Agitation.
Ay! Yan naman, ito mama.
My venom dissipates.
Dapat ang omni to.
Run empty.
Ano ba yan? Di tumatama skill ko. Ba't di mo lang engage, you know? My bad. Lesson learned. Bubo ko mag
run you down. A touch of venom.
Marami sa taas. Pati na naman. Then that's na yung ano. 7. Mas mataas yung kay Witch Doctor.
Those sods, we got their bum tower. Rock on, Tommy.
Ano, free tower.
Make up for lost time.
Ayun, show. Boom.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Your quaint magics were at least amusing to the eye.
A touch of venom. I'm not ready. Yes. Ooh, watch this spot.
Tapos ko yung unggoy.
It's not time yet. Yes. As you say.
I restore my connection to the void.
Di umaabot yung skill set ko.
Agitation.
Kakairita.
I'm not ready. Sweet toxicity. Plague our enemies. Impaled. Going.
Nilalaro lang kayo ng AS gago.
Venom. Quick as venom. I deserve this. My venom flows. Yes.
Dalawang lason. Patay ko rin yan. Kanina pa yan. Hayop na yan.
Taste my venom. Toxic attack. Coin for my efforts.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Violent there. As you say, a plague on our foes. Watch this spot. Ooh, Yes.
Radiant
Quick
structures
as
are
venom.
fortified. Their tower's doing that woo thing. Fortified.
Double kill.
Agitation.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Nice.
Dumikit yung ano. Dum Dumikit pa yung unggoy. Nagsama sa...
A touch of venom.
Wow.
Hell yeah! Their top tower got boned.
Going.
Ayan naman yung unggoy. Pok, 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 pok. Kikibi na pala itong ano, palaka.
Killing spree. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills.
Watch this spot. Yeah.
Terminator.
Caustic blow.
Hey, their top tower got boned. Oh, flipping Nora, we got their top racks.
I'm not ready.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
A touch of venom. With vim and venom.
Killing spree isn't over yet.
My venom flows. A plague on our foes. Impaled. My loyal ward. Vile stance. Quick as venom. Move them all.
Retardants. Okay, fine.
Agitation.
What are you doing?
Plague our enemies. As you say.
Dominating, I guess.
Agitation.
Pang word place with yan. Ang bobo naman.
Touch of venom.
A dominating performance.
Watch this spot.
Push 2 lanes. Someone go mid.
With vim and venom.
Pok, pok.
I'm under attack. Coming through. Impaled. Quick as venom.
Yeah, Silver Edge.
Yet. A plague on our foes. As you say.
Oh. Boom.
Mega kill. They're unstoppable? Double kill.
Wait, Void died? Huh?
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Their bottom racks have been fired into the sun with a giant...
What aim, Void? It's on your...
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
If you were a Melindo, I'd say wicked sick.
Alright.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. We now have mega crates.
Monster kill. Godlike. Goodness. Double kill.
I'm under attack.
Ang torrent. Gigigil ah.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Agitate plague our enemies.
It fills me with nothingness. %. Mga pa ng 366. Mabot yata eh.
Community known for its manufacturing, defense, and technology services. Situated between mountains and lakes, it's an atmospheric and quiet place to live. And with thanks to its location, the city offers breathtaking hikes and incredible views of the Olympic Mountains. Saying that, the city sustained one of the state's most violent tornadoes in 2018. With winds at 130 miles per hour, it uprooted trees and damaged almost 500 homes. And considering the population is made up of only 16,000 residents, that's a fair percentage of people affected. The small population means that many faces become familiar over time, and it's here that we find one of those familiar faces, Amber Lynn Coplin. Aged 30 at the time our story takes place, Amber was born on May 30th, 1984, to her mother Daylene and father James. With 5 sisters and 2 brothers, life in the Coplin household was very busy to say the least. However, her parents would eventually split up.
A body wrapped in red cloth is dumped in a puddle in Cambodia. Authorities later identified the remains as belonging to Byeonayong, a Korean woman in her 30s, better known as the host of BJ Ayong, a well-known internet broadcast channel. Hello, this is Ilyong from Korea Now. The discovery of the online broadcaster's body at a construction site in Kandor province near Phnom Penh on the 6th of June caused many here to wonder what the online celebrity was doing in the country and what tragic
Bad idea. Second Oh, okay. Yeah, I should fix it. Damn. Hardcore.
Circumstances led to her death. Then later on, reports started emerging that local police, using fingerprint analysis on the cloth, arrested a Chinese couple who runs a hospital. This, however, raised more questions, fueling various speculation.
What we can
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Does even pause 4 and pause 5 even matter anymore? No. What's our... Oh, okay, I guess. Just call yourself a dog shit? Damn. Sorry. Never mind.
can piece together is that Björn entered Cambodia with an acquaintance on June 2nd and visited a hospital run by the Chinese couple on the 4th for an IV or serum injection. The Chinese couple told the police that they abandoned the body after Miss Björn suddenly suffered a seizure and died. Such testimonies, however, do not explain the severe beating marks found on the body, with the exact cause of death yet to be determined. Meanwhile, according to a report by AFP on June 14, Cambodian prosecutors indicted the Chinese nationals on the 13th for the murder of Björn. Prosecutors specifically charged them with murder accompanied by torture and said they could be sentenced to life imprisonment if they are found guilty. The details of the torture allegations have again yet to...
I hear.
Venom? Is there a Venom in this game? Huh? Huh?
Just enough time to make a cup of tea.
To be honest with you, or too tactical. I don't care actually.
I hear and obey. Of course.
Maybe if this is ancient rank, I would consider being technical.
Yes. Yes.
Time to man up.
Too late.
Hear me. I speak for the shades.
Such a creepy laugh.
Valley of Death rode the 5 idiots.
I mean, not a laugh, but a giggle. It's creepy as fuck. I don't like it.
I go.
I'm gonna mute that guy if he spams that.
As the shades direct.
I'm gonna harass the shit out of this fucking windrunner.
As you wish.
Watch this. Watch this! Boom. Oh, I should hit that. Damn, son. It's not playing around.
The spirit moves me. Granted.
Nakuha niya yun.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
I hear and obey. The spirit moves me.
I steal from the slow.
Ay, na-atakan siya.
I accept.
Ano pull niya? Pino niya torrent, no?
Your admiral is on board.
You are heard. For the ancestors. The bones are thrown. I hear.
Gonna be spamming this first skill
Time comes
as much as I can.
as you wish.
Oh,
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board. I think nautical.
Of course. I go. I accept your guidance. As it please you.
dito yung word. Ganda rito.
Yes.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Shades, guide me. As the shades direct. I'm under attack. I go. Yes.
Okay. Kung sila dyan, walang pake. Naupos din naman nila regardless eh. Dalawang bracer.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
I accept.
Wow, with X. Oh, wala ka lang ano.
Beat you like a drum.
Opo. Ano?
Shades, guide me. Granted. Of course.
Dati, pwede ito ma-double pull eh. Yung pwede mag-stack.
Mozzo Atticano. I accept your guidance.
Mahirap yung lane.
You are heard.
Dalawang ano, stunner.
Step lively now.
I hear and obey.
Nakuha, shit. I just shaved my family. You disgrace your honor. Push din kasi yung lane eh. Dahil sa Medusa eh.
Yes. The spirit moves me. Yes. Attack!
Obo.
I'm Gabe Newell. You've just achieved.
Nakapaa.
Thanks and have fun.
I accept your guidance. You are. As it please you.
Ito.
I accept.
You didn't need that.
Oh god, nampak.
Go say it.
Okay. Well.
I go.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
As you wish. Strength born anew.
Oh, makas. Oh, ta. Oh, bubulol na ako.
I hear and obey.
Oh god.
I'm under attack. As the
He's
shades
gonna power
direct.
shot. Oh, he's not. Doesn't have mana.
Shades, guide me.
Hirap. Low HP ako dito.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Granted. Transmuted.
Ito lang, nakaabang kaya dito yung ano. Kita ba ako dito? Alam ko, as far as I know, hindi kita to eh.
Shades, guide me.
Hindi kita to eh. Ay, ang aga.
The spirit moves me.
Back to port.
A fine poem for you.
Aha! Shit, I'm dead.
As it please you.
Hindi siya nag-torrent. I stole theirs. Oh, can I have the one in bot line? Oh, never mind. I think you need it more than me.
Coming for you. I hear. Of course.
Sayang, no? I think Nyx needs it more than I do. Oh god, he's gone.
I fight.
He's already gone. Shame.
Your middle tower is under attack. Hey, you guys doing some great
Stun,
work.
stun, words, hex. Hex, first kill, first kill.
Yes.
That's fine.
As you wish.
I just do this.
I hear and obey.
Gonna waste my spells. Not enough damage. There's no point.
Strike. Yes.
Illusion.
Strike. Your true form, Maya.
Rock and roll.
Guide me.
Kain. Kain ng aso.
Yes.
Sinakal niya.
Killing spree.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are
Bakit
fortified.
niya sinakal? Yung wolves, hindi yung...
I accept. Of course.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I accept your guidance.
It's too technical.
I go.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
This is
remarkable, Sib.
So say the spirit.
Oof, that was close.
Your middle tower is
I
under
hear
attack.
and obey.
Guys, you need to defend here.
As you wish. Granted. Fortunes change. I hear. You are heard.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Damage.
Shade, guide me. I hear. So say
Your
the
bottom
spirit.
tower has fallen.
Ba't sila dito?
Killing spree.
I accept. Make your beat.
A dominating performance.
Granted. Make your beat. Take that. As you wish. I'm under attack. Transmuted. Wax well, my pet.
Dominating, I guess.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Mas na pala yung Lycan. Zeus, use your ult. Use your ult, Zeus. Level 5 pa rin to.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Oh, what an asshole. Okay.
Of course.
12, 13. Ano ba? 12
The spirit moves me.
stores. Stores pa daw.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Coming for you. I bind you. I go. I accept your guidance.
Kailangan ko lang use para kay ano, kay Windrunner.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Worth it.
Fortified.
They're unstoppable.
Tumataba na. Tumataba na yung... Wala ko palang recipe. Akala ko buo ko na yung recipe. Phylactery. What?
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
In death, I learn life's mysteries. Yes. So say the spirits. How does it please you?
Pimps ako dito. Layo-layo tayo. Wala naman silang words dito. Pwede malat ko yung... Yung pakamatay.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call from your middle tower. It says it's being destroyed. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this guy. That is a creepy ass laugh.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I don't like that.
Granted. I go.
Saan yung ano? More...
You are heard. Of course. I will find home for you. The spirit movement.
That blows. Bury me at sea.
They're unstoppable.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes pa kasi. Pero kaya ko tong ano, yung kaya ko tong ma-control.
The shades restore me to the world. As the shades direct.
0-3 na ako.
I hear.
Siguro magandang spot dito.
I accept.
Tapos lagay ako ng word dito.
Your true form. Nayataya and the cut. I'm under attack.
Pinabalik siya.
The spirit moves me.
Buko mo. Alam kong Aether Lens. Sagot sana kita.
As the shades direct. Make your peace. Transmuted.
Ito muli. Baka palang vendetta.
Yes. I go. How does it please you? For the ancestors.
Oh my. Susal na yung gago. Patay. Kain.
Dire structures are fortified.
hear and obey.
To be released. Despite the actions taken by authorities so far, Björn's death is still shrouded in mystery. According to crime experts here, 3 key questions need to be raised in regard to Björn's death. They are the reason for visiting the hospital in the first place, the purpose of treatment that was administered, and how to explain the beating marks on the body.
According to what has been made public, a big question arises as to why Björn did not visit a Korean-run medical facility, but visited a hospital run by the Chinese couple. A hospital director who runs a Korean hospital in Cambodia said, "I don't understand why she went to a foreign hospital, while there are many Korean hospitals in Phnom Penh. Furthermore, it is odd that Björn went alone rather than go with an acquaintance." Secondly, it is not known what kind of illness or symptoms Björn had and what kind of treatment she received. Regarding some reports that she died after receiving a serum injection, a criminologist said, "I think we need to investigate why Björn had to receive a serum injection for malaria or tetanus, and why such a prescription was issued at the hospital." He then said that law enforcement must look into whether this was a tragic medical accident or a horrible crime. Lastly, it is difficult to say that the beating marks found on the body of the corpse were simply caused by the abandonment and decomposition process following a seizure. At present, authorities need to gather as much information and evidence as possible to get to the truth. And while Björn's family finally accepted calls for an autopsy to better determine the cause of her death, what may be more important is to question the women who accompanied Björn to Cambodia. This is because such information can help determine Björn's actions and whereabouts just before her death. Unfortunately, the woman has so far refused to make additional statements that can help the case.
With the investigation ongoing and many unknowns needing to be pieced together, Korea Now will keep our viewers posted on any updates. In the meantime, many have called on Cambodian authorities, the South Korean embassy in Phnom Penh, and criminal investigators here to take active measures to prevent a reoccurrence of such tragic loss of life.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A dominating performance.
I accept your guidance.
Patay.
That was unreal.
Na ano.
Yes.
Kill mo.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell.
Di na
Thanks
pinasok
for
ng
playing Dota 2. Double kill.
para makabawi ka man lang sa damage. Na-defusal na yung ano. Ubus na yung mana niya.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call from your middle tower. It says it's being destroyed.
Pag naka-linkens na tong morph, GG tayo.
Ecstatic return. Granted. I fight. I hear. Of course. Yes. I accept.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Coming for you.
Kaya ko.
Your top tower is under attack. Remember that top tower you liked so much?
Shade, guide me.
Kiss it goodbye.
Kaya naman siguro mapitas dito yung. Siguro windrunner muna unahin natin. Wait, so. Ang dami. Tayo.
Tower is under attack. Why is this so bloody difficult? Your top tower is under attack.
Does it please you? Divine horn for you. Yes.
Turot lang namatay dun.
As the shades
Oh
direct.
shit ka. Epal ka. Kulit mo ah. Kulit ka ah.
Say the spirits.
Ayaw mong mag ano ah.
Granted.
Di may exo ko kayo. Gumitiro ko.
I accept.
Bugok.
Attack.
Kailangan ko ng BKB para kaya disruptor.
I hear.
Yun no. Cool down.
I hear and obey.
Kailangan dito si Windrunner mapitas agad muna. Yung morph actually no. Ang aggressive nito. Marin na mo inano niya. Stun. Gumabutan. Aggressive ng Windrunner na. Ano lang. Okay. Guys wanna go Roche first? Go Roche. Lycan can tank for us. Should I use my wards or not?
You are heard.
Yeah, we're gonna be too late. He's gonna go top now. Fucking knew it.
Make your peace. You are heard. Coming for you. As you wish.
I'll be taking the
Shades, guide
oh,
me.
they're in top.
Coming
Better
for
hurry up.
you. I go. Your time comes.
Hey, someone check Roche. Maybe they're doing Roche. Wait, Dire did Roche.
I hear. Your time comes. As the shades direct.
Guys, fuck. I'm out. Fuck the shit.
I accept your guidance.
Ganda ng ano, Tormentor.
Please you. I hear.
Basura yung void. Hindi makapatay. Hindi siya makaburst. Let's go Terminator, guys. Like, I need this one.
I accept.
Don't waste time. I think we can duo this. Oh, his name is Time.
I go. Shades, guide me.
Ayun ano. Let's see. Hindi nabasag yung mid. Kailangan ko ng ano. Range. Yun. Speaking of.
Yes. I hear and obey.
What's that mean?
As the shades
What
direct.
does that mean? What does it mean?
You are heard.
Patay.
I accept your guidance.
Excuse me, sir, but it's your top tower. It says it's being destroyed.
Hindi tumulong yung kasama niya.
The spirit moves me.
Your top tower has fallen. A wizard should know Radiant better. Structures are fortified. Those sods.
Keep going, keep going.
Rock on, Tommy.
Let them force TP.
Your top tower is under attack.
Okay, pabilisan tayo. Sige. Pabilisan tayo.
Your top tower is under attack. Aim for the
Oh, uuwi pala kayo eh. Dito yung windrunner oh. Solo to.
Of course. I accept. As you wish.
Pero aggressive mo. Alam mo, makapatay mo ako. Takot ka, overextend ka.
I go.
Dito yun.
You are heard.
Eh. What the fuck is she doing there? Oh, that's not her. It's neat. More play?
I accept your guidance.
Your bottom tower is under
Ah, nandun sila. Okay. Ah, di ating kaya eh.
As the shades direct.
Baka mag-first kasama natin.
Bottom tower go bye-bye.
Wala ay.
I hear and obey.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Where are you going next? Oi!
Your bottom tower
The fuck?
is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
What the hell?
Does it please you? I hear.
Patay na kung karon eh.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. There is no ointment. To heal those wounds. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Siya pupunta. Okay na. Okay ang first skill yan. Ugok. Okay. Umanta ka. Taas ang mana ni Morte. Kailangan ito mo disable. Tunot niya. Well, he's not as strong as he used to be.
Curses! You are heard. I hear and obey.
Pili ka ng use para kay ano, kay Windrunner.
I accept. I go.
Tara. 28 seconds.
I hear. Fortunes change.
Okay, TP.
The spirit moves me. Yes. I accept your guidance.
Patay pa siya. Hugok.
Killing spree.
So say the spirit.
Down with the ship.
Buyback dito yung ano mo.
As the shades direct.
Hindi siya bumili ng BKB, no? Interesting. Siguro naging kampante siguro yun, kaya nag-ano.
Watch well, my pet. Shades, guide me. If I fall for you, there.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
Shades, guide me. Fire.
I have no mana. I'm going out. My job's done. Taas pa na HP niya ng morph niyo kahit na ano siya.
Double kill. Killing spree.
Boss. Wala, na mega naman. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters.
Of course.
Kita ng words dito para malaman kayo advance nila.
The spirit moves me.
Wala na akong pera.
Yes. Oh! You are heard. It is not the time. I go.
Yun.
As it please you.
Good yung Viper eh. Uy, ba't ako nakapasok rito?
I hear and obey.
Ba't ako napunta rito?
So say the spirits. Yes.
Shared na ba yung wisdom rune sa team or hindi? Shared na ata, di ba?
You are heard. Yes. I summon my
Dire
war.
structures are fortified.
Transmuted. Attack.
Tapang muna mo.
Your middle tower is under attack. Middle tower, take it off your Christmas card list. It's gone.
Killing spree.
Wala pa rin.
The sea is a storm.
Kahit yung illusion niya makunat, no? Bullshit.
Dominating, I guess.
Nye.
Mega kill. Double kill.
I take to the air.
Why he bought back?
Oh,
Kagsong Minrunner, hindi nyo ba alam? Mapitas kayo dyan. Wala ka pang mana. Sa taas pa rin yung Minrunner. Anyone clocked in the Roche timer? I think he's up, right?
I accept your guidance.
Oh, tangina mo yung shaman. Bobo mo.
The spirit moves me.
Bobo ng pating na to.
Make your peace.
Kakasar ang cooldown niya.
As the shades direct.
I-use ko na lang siya. Kung nag-use siya sa sarili, ay nag-BKB siya, use ko sarili ko.
I hear and obey. I go. Your true form. I find you. Guide me.
Cold wind blows.
You're not going anywhere. My lord, come on.
Killing spree. Impossible kill.
Ow.
I accept.
First kill?
Killing spree.
Good game.
Or not.
From the spirits.
Mahuli ko yung kungka.
Spirit moves me.
Ay! Tain.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I hear.
Let's go for this one.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Are you serious?
As the shades direct.
Hindi nakapagbagsak ng ano si ano yun, no? Disruptor.
Hell yeah! Their top tower got boned. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Oh, flippin' Nora, we got their top barracks. We have mega hits. We're in. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Bawa naman yung kalaban. Lang nagawa.
As it please you.
Eh. Easy game. Easy game. A639 na ako. 31. Ilang may memory? 31? Taas ah. Naka first blood naman si ano, si si Viper sa mid. Di lang kinaya si late game. Veno. Taas ng current ko dito. 9 win streak sa Veno.
Ah, sweet
The fuck?
toxicity.
At qualified pa rin ako sa patch. I guess. Ay, hindi kita. What the hell? Matches played 30,000 games. Holy shit. Plus highest win rate. Highest win rate is 81.66. Tapos ang matches played niya 4,600. Fuck. That's a good ratio. Damn, son. $59.3460. Taas ang win rate, ah. What the fuck is this? Immortal 1? 5 games? 20%? How the fuck I got there? Baka naka-private siguro. Bid 75%. 55, 54, 55, 43%. 43.33 tapos what the hell? Baka di siguro updated to mga to. Most lang mga ano ng mga immortal, mga core player. Wala nakitang support, dedicated support. Eh meron isa. Okay. 87% support. $49.96 yung win rate. Win rate ko is 54.82 siya siya. Rubik 42.54. Lion 41.6. Baba ng win rates ko. Windrunner 47. Benchful 50.25. Not too bad. It's not too bad score. It's 36.39. Taas pa yan. Nagats ko na yung meta. Yung initial na hindi ko alam yung meta eh. But trading muna ako sa normal games, no?
Welcome to the Hydraulic Press channel. Today we have really interesting video. We are going to test how tough my miniature 3D printed submarines are. Okay, it didn't pop. Oh no, there is a leak. Now we have some doesn't much weaker, but come on! Yes!
Failure depth was around 1,500 meters, 1 mile.
And I have no idea how much of pressure we had, but you saw that on the measure. What is the thickness of this one? But clearly it was quite thin.
Why I don't play? Nah, I find League of Legends boring. No offense. I just finished 2 games in Dota 2. I'm just taking a break for a while. I should thinking about going to bed. I just ended my shift. I'm so tired. I don't have the by the way, I don't have the reaction time now for playing League of Legends. I'm not really used to it. It's way too fast for me. I have a very what you call this one? Slow ass brain. So right now I'm just reading news. I'm so tired.
Putang ina! Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride! Babe, si Optimum Pride do. Putang ina!
Man, I'm so tired. I wanna go to bed. Should I play one more? What time is it? It's 10:30. Oh man. There's still oh wait. That was 3 days ago.
Hey, Dr. Bernard here. I'm not here to scare you about food trucks with this video. Sometimes we like to joke that the sketchier the place, the more likely the food is to be really good. If you see an unmarked food truck in the back alleyway by a dumpster with an operator who's been seen to scratch between his legs and then touch the food, you're free to do whatever you like to do, but that's a little too sketchy for me. Luckily, most trucks here in the United States are not like that. A man ate pork tacos from an illegal food truck. This is how his brain shut down. CD is a 47-year-old man presenting to the emergency room confused with a massive headache. His wife Natalie tells the admitting nurse that she found him collapsed on the floor, shaking with his eyes rolling into the back of his head. Several months earlier, behind his office building, CD saw a food truck that he had never seen before. He had heard some stories about a mustached man operating the truck, dropping by at random places in this small town to sell food so delicious that most people had never tasted anything like it before. CD thought this was kind of sketchy, a blank, unmarked truck parked in the back alleyway, but he saw the mustache man and knew that this is obviously the perfect setting to enjoy the tastiest food. At the truck now, CD decided to order some pork tacos on recommendation from the chef. At first, CD thought that the meat felt maybe a little too tender in his mouth, almost as if parts of it were like chewing the inside of his own cheeks, maybe cooked medium rare. This was also the first time that he had pork anything, except for maybe some bacon since he was a kid, so he didn't quite remember exactly what the experience was like. The flavor was bold and unbelievably delicious. Almost like it was made of something that wasn't allowed in this country. Immediately after finishing the tacos, CD felt good. He was okay for the rest of the day. As he was walking to his car on his way out of work, he thought he felt something weird in his stomach. It didn't last very long, so he didn't think too much of it. As the days passed, CD would feel kind of strange at random times. Some weeks he'd have a cough that just wouldn't seem to go away. These would come with itchy and watery eyes and a low-grade fever. These could be allergies, but he didn't know for sure. One day, a couple months after eating those tacos, CD used the bathroom. He looked back in the toilet and thought that he saw some rectangular fragments floating around in the bowl, emanating from the mass. He hadn't seen these before. He thought they kind of looked like pieces of canned tuna floating around, but he hadn't eaten any canned tuna recently. He told his wife about this, but he wasn't going to show her his stool, so maybe he was just seeing things, he thought. At a regular health checkup, CD asked about his low-grade fever, about his cough, and about some strange headaches that he would get sometimes. He also asked about the tuna pieces that appeared in his stool. The physician, after doing some tests, told CD that this was probably allergies. It was springtime anyways, and so he recommended some over-the-counter medicines to help with this, as well as recommend CD to chew his food more often. This would be better overall for his health. And he was on his way. CD started hearing rumors about how the food truck may have been an unlawful business, mostly because their small town had never seen anything like it. The mustache man didn't seem like he was from around the town, and it was rare here to have visitors, but other people said that the man didn't have permission from the county or the state or any other authority in this area to operate a truck like this. Some of CD's co-workers reported random bouts of not feeling well after
we can kill that guy. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be easy.
Quick as venom.
30 seconds.
I'm Gabe Newell. You've just achieved first class. Thanks and have fun.
Have I got juice on my chain?
Going.
The battle begins.
Agitation.
Hindi yan pa nakuha. Ang galing.
Yeah.
Bloody good on you.
Ang galing.
Quick as venom.
Hindi niya pa nakuha yun. Ano tayo dito? Gonna lose this game.
You
No. Oh. Ate?
Vile advance.
Sayang wala siyang ano, boundless strike. Bobo. Yabang mo ah.
With vim and venom. My venom flows. Yes. Impaled.
Putang pa, takay ng tarbab yan. Lakad. Kaya sa akin to. Pag level 2 na ako, GG sa akin to. Ayan.
With vim and
Ubo ka.
visit my kingdom sometime.
Bobo. Ina mo. Ba't ba kayo lumalawit pa sa akin? Alam mo naman may Beno.
I'm under attack. Quick as venom. Yes. The Monkey King's gratitude is worth more than gold, as you say. My venom flows.
I don't wanna get close. Oh, I might die.
Yes.
I have one.
Killing spree.
You can't run from the venomous one.
Okay. Pagpa-damage kayo. Talino kayo, di ba?
Impaled. A touch of venom. Stop it.
Inang creep yan. Hindi ko mainatake.
Yes.
Ay, talaga. Aggressive ka.
Sweet toxin.
Wait ko lang yan. Low yan.
Going.
Aggressive ka.
Vile advance. Concentrated venom. Agitation.
Puro utils na pinibili ko.
With vim and venom. No, don't think so. Impaled. Vile advance.
Killing spree.
My venom flows.
Ano ba yan?
A touch of venom.
Inang creeps yan.
Agitation. Toxic attack.
Fuck.
I'm under attack. As you say.
Uy, nagtabi ka ng unggoy, uy.
Yes. Yes. A plague on our foes. Yes. Go. My lord.
A dominating performance.
Oh, come on. Quick as venom. Run you down.
Mas okay sana kung Flex nandito.
Dire structures are fortified.
Ihanda ko na yung army ko. Army of Words.
With vim and venom.
Level 4.
Yes.
Tatakot to sila.
Vile advance.
Dominating, I guess.
The fuck?
Onage.
Pinakain ng ano? Ng hoodwink yung ano? AM? Pupuntahan niya yan.
My venom flows. Quick as venom. Envenomed.
Sorry.
Run you
My
down.
bad.
Yes. You can't run from the venomous one. Going.
Babalik na naman yan.
Agitation.
Kapag nagpatama ka, wala pa naman yan.
As you say. Plague our enemies.
Your middle tower is under attack.
A touch of venom.
Wala akong mana eh. Can I have one for just one? Just one. Do you mind?
Ruination.
Come on, just one. Thank you.
Impaled.
Yeah, I'll be back. Hang on.
Hell yeah! Their top tower got boned.
Yes.
Wala silang word. Hindi ako kita rito. Come here, come here.
Yes.
Killing spree. Ownage.
With vim and venom. A touch of venom. I'm under attack. I only wanted to kill.
Word.
Dominating, I guess.
Just Tinker. Gamit na ito. Wala pa tong ano. Sino to? AM.
Agitation.
Kawa naman. Ginagawa yung patch nila.
Your middle tower is under
Patch pa kasi.
My venom flows.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Visible.
Mega kill.
Ah,
Mega kill.
ang wasak.
Vile advance. Well,
Ay, gago.
my venom is
Ito yung ano. Sayang, yung Jingo nawala. Eco Saber na pala to.
They're unstoppable.
Talon! Talon!
Like a blight, I return.
Patay rin.
If in doubt, slap armor on it.
Tis mine.
Yun. Sino yun?
Quick as venom. My enemy succumbs. Ward them off. Ah, sweet toxicity. Taste my venom. Watch this spot.
Saan ang unggoy? Facebook tsaka ano.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call from your middle tower. It says it's being destroyed.
Impaled. It's not time yet. Damn it. A touch of venom.
Parang shadow walk niya.
Quick as venom.
Tuloy mo. Sige, tuloy mo.
Yes. Go for me. Ooh, ah. Agitation. Plague our enemies.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
You can't run from the venomous one. My loyal ward. Yes. Yes.
Dito yung patch eh.
Going. My venom flows.
They're unstoppable?
The plague on our foes. With vim.
Offending comments beat you like a drum.
Wawa naman yung patch. Walang magawa.
With
vim magawa sa ano.
venom. Quick as venom. Toxic attack. Agitation.
Those sods! We got their bottom tower. Rock on, Tommy!
Yes. Vile advance. Run you
Dari
down.
nang magagawa dyan kahit pumunta ako dyan. $200 pa kailangan ko for ano.
Going.
Meka.
Ward them off. As you say.
Kunin nyo nga yung bounty ron para makapag-mecha na ako.
Yes. Ooh,
Your middle tower is under attack.
a plague on our foes.
Ayun lang.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
My venom flows.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Hindi kayo, wala akong pera.
Vile advance. Ooh,
Phylactery na yung hayop.
going. Yes. Gold for me. A touch of venom.
Parang kaingat niya ni ano, yung hoodwink pag tumakas yun.
Agitation. Watch this spot.
What are the chances na si Clinks pupunta rito?
Yes.
Ay no, and show.
Impaled. Gold for me.
Always watch where you're walking.
Quick as venom. My venom flows.
The jungle has everything Axe desire.
With vim and venom.
Kailangan natin mag-aggressive. Patay dito si ano. Si Clinks o kaya si ano. Si Pudge. Yun yung pinakamalambot dito.
As I'm under attack.
Hype ka.
Axe could make another axe.
Fuck no.
But punching is fun.
Alam mo ah. Surprise mo nga ako. Namatay ko naman.
Going.
So, sino mas na-surprise sa atin? Ikaw ata.
Yes. Yes. Plague our enemies. Not yet.
Oh.
Vile advance. My loyal ward.
Yung Clinks oh.
Yes. Impaled. As you say. My venom flows.
Kasi yun.
Quick as venom.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yung papakita Clinks ah.
A touch of venom. With vim and venom. Ooh, with vim and venom.
3D ka ah.
Sweet toxin has venom's vengeance.
3D ka ah.
My venom flows. Watch this spot. As you say.
Well, ain't this cute?
Plague our enemies.
Killing spree.
A touch of venom.
Killing spree.
Patay.
No necromancer shall reign.
No, I killed Clanks. What do you mean?
My loyal war. Yes. Quick as venom.
Pumatay yung mga kasama eh. Dadamay lang ako dun. Uy, na lang ako.
Violet van.
Fusel blade.
A plague on our foes. I'm under attack.
Talaga ako.
Yes.
Fuck. Bakit yung FPS ko maba?
Your middle tower has been denied.
Bakit 100 lang to? Ano nangyayari?
Well warded.
Fuck?
Impaled.
Ano ba na FPS ko?
Yes.
Bakit 113 na FPS ko?
Dominating performance. Double kill.
The odds lasting this long.
This'll set some other start.
Killing spree. Impossible kill. Dominating, I guess. Ultra kill.
My venom flows. Impaled. Violet Vance.
Mega kill.
Neutralized. Thy soul.
Why does he have a diffusal blade? Worth it. Bobo ng patch na, hindi marunong.
Double trouble.
Eh, di tumama.
I was expecting competition.
Teka.
They're unstoppable.
Diffusal blade. AM. That is weird.
Attack. I'm not. Watch this spot. Yes. Well warded. Ooh, Agitation. Ward them off.
Punta. Ba't ka nandyan?
Plague our enemies. A touch of venom.
Mega kill.
Yes.
Push na.
My loyal ward.
that was, as they say, wicked sick.
Just a chill dude. Someone explain to me why Radiant had to go and kill him.
Not yet.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
They're unstoppable?
Oh boy.
I'm under attack.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. Bro, do you even lift?
Ah ba yan?
Dire structures are fortified.
My venom flows. Ooh,
What's the picture?
it's not time yet. A plague on our foes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
A touch of venom.
Ah ba.
Not yet, my loyal one.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
That was unreal.
You need to defend here.
Kita ko eh.
Monster kill. Double kill.
The enemy's top tower has
Oh.
fallen.
As you say. Quick as venom.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
Aga ng fortification nila.
Yes. I'm not ready. With vim and venom. Agitation. A plague on our foes.
Mga ba FPS ko?
Double kill. Venom. Plague our enemies.
I get exhausted.
As you say.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Oh, flipping Nora, we got their top barracks.
Yes. Stick blow.
Monster kill. It happened again.
Man, that was such a ballsy move.
A touch of venom. Gold for me. Yes.
Latent toxicity. Mukhang 10 na yung streak ko sa Vena.
Vile advance.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
With vim and venom.
Pwede ka pa aalis dyan.
Quick as venom.
Ah, hindi nasama yung kasama. Poke.
Venom flows.
Ano ba ng FPS ko?
Gold for me.
Dahil ba sa ano? Dahil ba sa website? Ano naman? Okay.
Agitation.
Baba ng FPS ko. The fuck?
Impaled.
Ah, ba?
Well warded.
Tip 4K. 72.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Going.
There they go. Double kill. There they go. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills. Goodness. Ultra. It happened again. The iteration of hypothesis changes in motion has made you a better killer at a faster rate than anything else we've seen.
The enemy's bottom barracks. Their bottom racks has been fired into the sun with a giant catapult.
Impale a plague on our foes. It's not time yet.
Ang favorite item ko na yung Guardian Graves.
Ruination.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. If it was me, I'd need a new pair of pants. They killed your courier!
It's in my nature.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Yes.
We now have mega creeps.
I usually like my trees to move up.
Your middle tower.
Mapatay mo naman ako.
My venom flows.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Violet veins. A touch of venom.
It happened again.
The pain.
Bulag ako. Kapag na-FPS to. Teka.
You can keep your magic.
TDC nga ba? Ay, gago ka ba doon? Kaya ba sa ano? Talaga ako.
Regurgitated into the world. Quick as venom. Agitation. With vim and venom. Going.
182, 188.
Impaled. This'll come in handy.
Terminator.
Yes. A touch of venom. Violet vats.
Hunter's Book.
Yes.
Ang useful ng Guardian Graves pala, no? Yung magiging next build ko sa support. Pag walang mag-umeka, ako na lang bubuo. Useful eh.
Warn them off. Run you down.
25 na siya. Kaya
My venom flows.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yes. With vim and venom.
Tangan na kong yan. Okay.
Killing spree.
Venom. In every meeting of minds, there must be a loser.
Fresh meat.
Baba FPS ko. The fuck? Dahil mo sa stream to. Isa ito mga ito.
Dominating, I guess.
Naglalag. Nagdidip yung FPS ko to pa. Maya. Lalayo na nga ako sa rat. Ano to? 275. 133?
Back from the brink. My venom flows.
Just ano na ako? Nakakalims na ako.
Impaled.
Ano magiging max HPS damage?
A touch of venom.
Useful. For high HP heroes.
As you say. Going. A toxic scepter.
Let's go.
Agitation.
Yes.
Yes.
So. Kaya mo siya.
Double kill.
Hey, how you going?
Naka pa. Takot mo Aegis pa Hindi pa nawala Aegis niya.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
And 11:30 na. Tapos kaya pa ako tulog.
Structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Ang tumama.
Victoire! Victoire! Vive le Burning Orb!
Version 5 na ako. I heard they di pa yata. Isa pang game. Di pa. Isa pa. Isa pang game. Boom, tingin strip.
I come. The venomous one.
Green Days. Okay. Wait a bit.